So, the topic is the parasitic adaptations in helminthics, platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes. This is very important topic because most of the platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes are parasites. They have to tolerate the harsh conditions in the host body and outside environment. They have to adapt to tolerate these harsh conditions. Inside the host body, the enzymatic reactions are the enemies of these parasites. To escape from the enzymatic reactions, they have to adapt it to special type of developments in nematodes also. So, what are the parasitic adaptations in the platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes is our main discussion here. So, here the adaptations are divided into 2 or 3 categories. The number 1 is morphological and anatomical adaptations. The morphological adaptations, for example, these are the hooks. The hooks are developed in them to attach to the small intestine because these all are endocytic parasites. They live especially in the host small intestine mostly. These hooks can help to attach firmly to the small intestine. These suckers are also used to attach to the small intestine wall, because if there are no suckers and hooks to these animals, they cannot be in the intestine for a long time. They can wash out by the food material, peristaltic movements or the water movements. So these are the suckers and hooks can help to those organisms. These are the special adaptations. They can help to the helminthic parasites to be in the small intestine for a long time. And another important adaptation is the protective body covering. Their body is covered by a cuticle layer, a tough tegment is there. Due to the presence of this tough tegment, the host enzymes cannot digest, cannot kill these organisms. If there is no tegment or cuticle layer around their body, the enzymes present in our body, especially the proteases released in the small intestine, can kill these organisms. So, and another important thing is, especially the platyhelminthes, the flatworms, there is no coelom in their body. They can arrange in a small space. Of course, this one, the tinea solium like cystodes are there. The cystodes may be meters and meters long, but they can be arranged in a centimeter space because their body is flattened. And loss of unnecessary organs. Actually, these are parasites. They can live in the small intestine, especially there is no light, there is no oxygen or gases. No need to digest the food material, because already digested food molecules, glucose, amino acids, glycerols and fatty acids are readily available to them. They can absorb these food materials easily. There is no particular digestive system. If there is no particular digestive system, there is no need of circulatory system. If there is no need of these two systems, the respiratory system is also absent in these organisms, because there is no oxygen available to these organisms. They can produce the ATP molecules by the anaerobic respiration in the glycolysis in the cytoplasm. And what are the physiological adaptations in these organisms? Anaerobic respiration, they can produce very few ATP molecules from the glycolysis to run their metabolic activities. There is no circulatory system, no respiratory system in their body. And another important adaptation is this third one, the production of anti-enzymes. Our small intestine can release many proteases enzymes, pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin, and like that many proteases enzymes and amylases and the lipases enzymes are released. Against these enzymes, these organisms, these platyhelminthes and nematohelminthic parasites can release some anti-enzymes. These anti-enzymes can neutralize our enzymes. So there is no action of host enzymes on the organism. And another important adaptation is immune evasion. The immune system present in the parasites can prevent the immune action of the host. molecular mimicry. By this is one. The proteins produced by these parasites, platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes, the proteins can exhibit the mimicry. The proteins can resemble the proteins of host body. Then what happened? The host immune system cannot recognize that organisms as the foreign organism. They cannot recognize those. And immunomodulation is nothing but some of the proteins produced by these parasites can suppress the immune response of host. Our immune system is suppressed by the parasites. And antigenic variation, those parasites which live in our body, the platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes, can changes the epitope structure frequently. The antigen structure is changing, so the immune system of our body cannot recognize them particularly, specifically. And another adaptation is the excretion and osmoregulation. Specialized excretory cells, protonephridia, flame cells and the solenocytes are present in them to maintain the osmotic balance, water balance, and to eliminate the nitrogenous waste material. And another last important adaptation take place in these platyhelminthes and nematohelminthes are life cycle and reproductive adaptations. This is very important adaptations in the organisms. These are high reproductive potential. Why high reproductive potential? Because the death rate is very high in these animals due to harsh conditions inside our body, inside the host body, and outside environment also. If the host excrete the ejaculate the fecal material, the fecal material can be accumulated outside, but the temperature may be very high, the pH may be not suitable, the humidity may not be suitable. Due to these harsh environmental conditions, most of the eggs will die before they attaining the larval stage. So the death rate is very high. That's why they are producing number of eggs in a day or in a period of time. And another important thing is there are many larvae are there. The life cycle is very complex. Here the excretory material, from this excretory material the eggs are hatching. If the water is available, what happen? They can be developed as a sporocyst. They can reach to the snail body, particular snail body. They can be developed as the redia, can be developed as a cercaria. They can reach to another snail. They developed as a metacercaria. Like that, those metacercaria are present in the water for more time. Then if the healthy person or a bird or any other vertebrate drinks that water, what happens? These parasites at the stage of metacercaria or any other stage can enter into the body and they can start their life cycle in the small intestine, and they can reproduce. They can produce more number of pathogens again. Reproductive capacity and the fecundity rate is very high because the birth rate is that means the birth rate is very high because the death rate is very high. And another adaptations in these platyhelminthes especially is the hermaphroditism. Bisexual hermaphroditism is nothing but the bisexual male and female reproductive organs are present in one animal. If one animal is consisting the male and female reproductive organs, sperm cells and egg cells are produced by the same organism and the self-fertilization is taking place. This is more beneficial to those organisms because the success rate in the mating success rate is increasing due to the presence of hermaphroditism or bisexual. And the life cycle is very complex. The many larvae are there. And another thing is the behavioral adaptations and site selection within the host. They know, the parasites know where do escape in the host body, where do settle in the host body. That is called site selection. And the important thing, another is sync life cycle with the host body. While we are ready to drink the water, while we are ready to feed the food material, they can sync it with the habits of that host body. So these are the behavioral adaptations. So if we see once again, the morphological adaptations, the presence of hooks, suckers, rostellum, the mouth region, Tegment, cuticle, body is flattened, and loss of sense organs or any other physical organs are absent in them. Physiological adaptations, they can follow the anaerobic respiration. Anti-enzymes are produced against the enzymes of host body, and specialized osmotic regulation developed in those organisms, renal cells or the protonephria, and immune evasion. They can escape even from our immune system also by immunomodulation or frequently changing the antigenic properties. And high egg laying capacity, hermaphroditism, bisexual, resistant eggs. Some of the eggs can form the cysts around the egg to tolerate, to escape from the harsh conditions outside in the complex life cycle. And these are the adaptations in the platyhelminthic and nematohelminthic organisms.